third year here. 3 years ago, I'd fished in another place up in northern Ontario over above Toronto, and I'd fished there several years and just never really had much luck. And I heard about this from a friend of mine that had been up here years ago and called John and said, you know, I'd really like to come to a place where I can catch some predictable fish. The biggest pike I'd ever caught at that time was 23 inches, and he kind of laughed and said, come on up and we'll put you on some fish. And so he did, and we went out the first day 2 years ago, and 15 minutes after we were out, I caught a 44-inch muskie, and the rest is history. The next day after that, that was a beautiful sunny fall day, and the next day it was raining so hard that they had to get the boats pumped out to keep them from sinking. There was just a horrendous rain. The rain was coming sideways, and the guide took us out, and we just were out there getting completely drenched in rain in our face and still catching fish, one after another after another. So it's, you know, that was a cool experience.
Yeah.
The guides here put you on the fish. You know, some days the fish are biting more than others, but you know they're fish where they take you. I've been in fish camps where you got a 30-minute run before you can even begin to start fishing. And here, from where we're sitting right now, in 5 minutes you can be on to some serious waters for pike, bass, muskie. Obviously the big walleye area is right around the corner, essentially. This lake is very muskie heavy. You catch a lot of muskie here. I mean, other camps I've been to, if somebody catches one muskie that's 35 inches long a week, it's a big deal. Here, that's a daily occurrence, and in fact, they don't really much mention a 35-inch muskie, you know. There are a lot of big fish in this water. John, basically, his watchword is, what can I do to help? And he'll, you know, I've got two people here with me today that are new fishermen, and I don't feel at all uncomfortable bringing people up here that don't have a lot of experience, because he makes everybody feel, you know, like they're special, and he helps as needed. Last year I brought up a person who had honestly had never fished before, and in fact I was trying to get him geared up to do this a little bit, and we had to go to a spin casting outfit because he just couldn't grasp the concept. He came up and fished for 3 days and had a wonderful time. And John, as you might guess, put him on fish and taught him what he needed to know, and by the time he left at the end of the trip, he felt like he had had a great time and learned to fish. When you get to the dock, they're right here for you. They take your stuff and put it in the cabin. They make you feel welcome. Kendra is just a superstar. You know, whatever. For example, this trip, we got stranded because the airport in International Falls was closed, and I called Kendra 3 or 4 different times with different plans because we didn't know what we were going to do to get here. And I said, we won't be here till late, we'll be here early, we're not going to make it at all, back and forth, and it's fine, whatever, Jim. We're here, and everything will be fine. So the food's great. We had steak last night, exquisite, wonderful shore lunch today, good food this evening, and it's just a good place to come and relax. If you come here and catch no fish at all, it's still a great experience. Beautiful wildlife, the scenery's outstanding. Anyway, I love to fish, and this is just such a fun place to come. I'll be back next year for sure.